Hi, guys. It's Dr. Yvette Cobb coming to you from Midwest, Birmingham, Michigan, from my studio, YC Yoga for Life Center. I am so thrilled for this opportunity. So I'm thanking you in advance for this opportunity. As far as the questions that you presented to me, what are my qualifications? Well, I'm a doctor of naturopath. I am a family nurse practitioner. I'm a Beyond Addiction facilitator, a healthy breast educator, a spiritual counselor. I'm a structural body worker, known as Hello Work. I also specialize in repetitive strain injury, but most importantly, I'm a yoga instructor. I'm certified Hatha, Mysore Ashtanga, and Kundalini Yoga. But I only choose to teach Kundalini Yoga. How come? For that Trinity effect, that body, mind, spirit, that vigorous asana. We have meditation, and we relax to the gong, which is the most ancient instrument that the brain has no defense to, and you drop into that place of nothingness. What it would take 22 years in the other modality, you can get that same effect as quick as 3 minutes in Kundalini Yoga. And I'm here to attest that because I was one of those who really participated in the other modalities, Hatha, Vinyasa, Ashtanga. But when I got into Kundalini, is as if where had I been all my life. It was like another world. It changed me so quickly. It really takes you out of your mind and into that higher self. So that those are my qualification. I have a master's in nursing and a doctorate in naturopathy medicine and a ton of certifications as well. So the next question, how did I even think about becoming or practicing yoga? How did I even embark upon yoga? Well, I was supporting a good friend of mine who was going through a difficult divorce, and she needed someone to go to this introductory class, yoga class with her. And I volunteered to support her along her journey. So I went and I loved it. And also, my teacher loved me. And she says, Yvette, after the 3 weeks training, he says, you're ready for advance, intermediate, or advanced. You can go right into it. You're there. And I was like, okay, what is there? But I quickly realized the peaceness, the solitude that I immediately could drop into once I did, my yoga. How I could get out of my mind momentarily if I wasn't competing with my neighbors and injuring myself. That's one reason I stopped doing hatha because I was always in competition with myself and my neighbors, and I was constantly injuring myself. So I dropped into a Mysore yoga class, Mysore Ashtanga, and it started to cultivate that teacher within myself. And so that has been my 30 something years of uh, uh, journey through yoga. And and through all of that, each practice, I be embarked upon becoming a teacher, so that I can get better in the practice. Not ever thinking I would ever teach. However, when I got my certification for Kundalini, it was this knowing, this inner knowing that yes, I would be teaching. I would be that forklift to lift others up um, to higher consciousness. And I just jumped right into it. and started teaching. It was just like a naturalness for me because I love education and I love teaching. This was just on a different type of aspect, a spiritual, conscious awareness aspect of it. So I've at my studio. I've been open for 15 years. Monday I celebrated 15 years on summer solstice day, and since I've been here, I did one teacher training course. Kundalini training is a little bit different, but I help facilitate. I was the administrator and facilitated the course. I didn't do all the teaching, but I was definitely the facilitator of a lot of it. How does the word community play in my mind? It's as if we've gone from the Piscean age, from me, to we. And we is all about community and unity, oneness. The flow of the energy that flows through all of us is one. And so community is very important. And that's why my studio is named the Home of Kundalini Yoga, because we cultivate community here on all aspects, from in-house yoga, from breath walking, from conscious bike riding, and big events. I always carry several students to events, whether it's white tantric events, whether it's Amma coming to town, or any spiritual leader coming into town. I usually, as a community, take a group of students along with me. Also participate in a lot of community service acts of kindness, where I do at least one seva, which is service in the community, whether it's at some type of church or in a organic gardening or battered women facility, or incarcerated women or young kids, and in schools. I'm always in the community participating because it's really important to raise consciousness so that we can become one. My favorite part of teaching is being that forklift for higher consciousness, directing and guiding people to that grace, that angelic presence that lives inside of themselves, the beauty of peaceness, peace be still, and individual's body temple, just being a instrument of light and love, and stress free energy. So I love that part of the yoga. And I also love playing the gong. Gong is one of my favorite at the end, where people can just drop into that place of nothingness. They can just be like a bed of quicksand, and Mother Earth is just is carrying them along. I love that. The one thing about me that is unrelated to yoga that I would love for you guys to know is that I'm unique in being a yoga teacher, but also having a profession. I'm a nurse, a family nurse practitioner, so I work in the Western paradigm, as well as being a doctor of naturopath. So I also indulge in herbology, naturopathic consultation, reversing diabetes naturally, organic gardening, supplements, and pure water, and emotional herbals, herbs, and things of that nature. So that's a few things other than yoga that I do. And I also do some amazing body work called Hello Work. And that's a body, mind, spiritual type of modality as well. It allows people to have a relationship with themselves, because most people are heads walking around, and they detach from their body. And I love to bring people back into their body temple, that place of home, that place of reverence, that sanctuary. And I love that. Now, as far as some hobbies and my passion outside of yoga, well, one, I'm wearing my Harley T-shirt here. Yes, I'm a biker, and I love that freedom of that air, and just the freedom of that that air, and being one with the universe. Riding my motorcycle, of course. I also love running. Running gives me that euphoric feeling, just like riding my Harley, just like skiing. Skiing is like another hobby of mine that I absolutely love in the winter months ahead. Uh, that euphoric going down the mountain and being one with the universe. I just love that. On the other side, I love all types of music. I love concert. I love jazz. I love opera. I love classic music. I love to rollerblade. Did I say I love to run as well? I've done several marathons and half marathons. So I love to be physically active, and I love to feel healthy inside of myself, both inside and out. I'm a vegetarian of 30 something years, and I love teaching people about health and wellness, because my divine purpose in this universe is to heal the universe one body at a time. And that's and I feel I got all those twos in my toolbox, from the western side of the street to the naturopath side of to the maintenance, which is the yoga, the structural body work, and just a smorgasbord of health and wellness that eludes my soul. And I'm super excited about it. And I love talking about it and educating people about it. So I appreciate this opportunity, and I thank you for this time. Once again, Dot Cobb, coming from YC Yoga for Life, Birmingham, Michigan. Thank you for this opportunity. Ciao, Bella.